Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen again. Today, because I'm making dog food and I have my pumpkin in the oven, which is a different video, I'm going to show you how I make hamburger beef tallow. Now, I'm a vegetarian. I do not eat meat, but I make dog food. And when I make the dog food, I make beef tallow and I give it to my daughter. And she makes she does things with it. I don't know if she cooks with it, but I know that she makes lotions and stuff with it. um, I'm a no waste household, and because I'm a no waste household, i I can't throw shit away. It just drives me crazy. So but anyway, let's talk about the beef tallow. When I make my dogs, Renee's dogs, dog food. Let me get these. I don't use very expensive hamburger, not because I don't want to. I'd rather have a lower fat hamburger. But the problem is that the difference in price is really high. And I buy hamburger in the rolls. If I go to BJ's, I can get 5 pounds for what I get 3 pounds somewhere else. But I can't always get to BJ's. It's all the way on the south side of past. I have to go out of my county and that. But if I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment and that, I do stop there and I get that. So what I need is I have a bowl, and I have a strainer. So let me show you what I got here. Now, so here is my hamburger. It's a 73 in it, but it's got a lot of grease and fat in it. So what I'm going to do is, I need a bowl. A spoon. Let's see. Here we go. I love wooden spoons. Oh, that's not hot. See, I let it cool a little bit because I didn't want to be boiling hot. I could do this way. And I pour it, and you're going to see, look at all that. That's a lot of grease. Okay. And then I scrape it out. I still have to do another roll, but it's easier for me to pull it out, break it apart, get it ready for the dogs if I do it in smaller increments. Okay. All right. So here is, wait a minute. I need a plate. Oh, I didn't think about that in advance. What the heck? Okay, so I'll get, and I like to push it down to help get some of the get that extra out. Okay. All right. I'll put that there for now. Now, this is what I got out of a 3 pound. Let me see if I could get that down. Out of 3 pounds. Okay. All right. Oops, there we go. And when I do the other one, I'm going to add it here. Okay. But let me tell you what I do next. Okay. So while that's sitting, this is from the last batch I did. I saved it. I was going to continue, but I wanted to show this to you. What I do is I take the grease. This is from 10 pounds of 73 percent lean. This is in there. This top part is going to be the tallow. Right here, you're going to have gelatin, which you can save and put it in the freezer, put it in little ice blocks, and you can use it kind of like a bouillon or use it to make soup, okay, like a beef soup. And then down here is the water. It all separates. So we're going to go ahead. Let me show you what I do. If you look at here, okay, the top gets white, and you have to keep doing this time and time again. Now, I have to melt it again, okay? And I'm going to melt it again, and then I'm going to put some water in it. And after I melt it and put water, it goes back in here. I let it cool for a while, then I put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll add on to this video to show you next part. Now this is really hot. I'm not, and it's because the oven is on and I've got it over the burner that has the extent, so I don't have to turn on my extra burner because it doesn't need to be real hot to melt, because it is gonna melt. Let me put it here because it's gonna be easier. I don't have no counter space. Okay, so let's see. Okay, and it'd be so nice if you could just dump it out, but you can't. You can try, but it doesn't work. And you have to be careful when you put it down because you're going to end up breaking your plastic container. I don't use the glass because, well, if I use glass or like that silver pan, I put a plate over top. So let's see. I need a spatula. Okay, so you can also use, okay. And it's not the easiest thing to get out. I'm going to tell you that. So I'm not making any line. As I get older, it's a little harder. All right, so let me take a look. So let me show you. Okay, right here. Okay, right here. This is the bottom part. It's still, this is why you need to melt it again with water to a lot. Well, I melt it first and then I add water and then I put it back in the bowl because I want to kind of make it so that this separates. Okay, so what do I do with the pan? Oh. God bless it. I wish they did not make this kitchen for people who cook. Let's put it that way. This is probably the smallest kitchen I've ever had in my entire, no, I had a worse kitchen than this when my first apartment. And oh boy. Okay, and I want to make sure I get these little pieces parts out too because I don't want to waste that. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on over that thing and it'll melt, and I'll show you about it in a little bit. Gotta wash my hands again. I'm constantly washing my hands. The thing with this is that it makes your hands greasy. You can wear a pair of gloves. Come on. All right. Okay, so now this only happens with the first batch. It does not happen in the second or third batches because all it is, there's no gelatin at that point. It'll only be the grease, the tallow, and the water. But here, let me see if I can show you. This right here is a mixture of gelatin and water. Oh, here, I forgot I could do this. So it's gelatin and water, and it's kind of like a bone broth in a sense, and it is beef, and it's got a little bit of the fat in it, and that's okay to have a little bit of the fat in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in jars like I do my chicken bouillon. Well, my chicken broth, bone broth, I'll show you. Okay. I put it in containers, and I always put glass in the freezer. I don't fill it up all the way. Like I filled it up only here, and of course express. So this is my chicken. I'm going to do the same thing with the beef. I'm going to mark it, put it in the freezer, and then when I go to make beef soup, or say I wanted to make, some seasoned rice or whatever it is that I want to do for my family, I've got it. That way I'm not wasting it. Now, here I just happened to get it all mixed up. There was more water in it. But sometimes you could just scoop out the gelatin and put that in ice cube trays. But this one, I put a little bit more water in because I wanted to make a beef broth. Okay. Put this back in. I wanted to more like a beef bouillon. No, beef broth. I had it right the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and stop where I'm at. And what I will do is go ahead and come back after I finish the second thing of hamburger, show you what I do. I'll show you what we've already got that is melting down. And oh yeah, you can see it's already, even though the burner isn't on, it's already melting down a little bit. And what we're going to do is I'll show you the second step. And all you do is keep redoing these steps until it totally comes out clean. And so this will take several days to go through, but I'm going to put it together all in one video. So I'm going to put you on pause, and then I am going to go ahead, finish out what I've got to do. And well, actually, I'm going to end the recording, tell you what I'm going to do, and then we'll go from there. All right. See you soon. All right. Hey, I'm back. We've completed the meat for the tallow. And so I'm going to go from there. Now, remember last time I took the tallow from the time before and I melted it down. So this is what it looks like now. Okay, and there are some things that are in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water, stir it up, because the idea is that the tallow comes to the top, leaves a little bit of water, and it filters. And what ends up is what's in the water for the most part is what's in the water is some more of the like little pieces of meat and everything else. And it doesn't take a lot of water. You just need a little. And see, you can see how it's dividing up, because tallow is basically a fat. And then this way it will make it so that and you'll see that it'll start separating right here. Let's see, can you? Yeah. It'll start to separate where the water will be down here, and then the next time I take it out, it should be a lot cleaner. I used a really fine, what do you call it? God, why am I having a brain fart? Filter, for lack of a better word. So like, I can't remember. This here is from the new, and this one's a little different. Okay, I'm gonna bring it here, and you can see it's got the fat here, but when you look right here underneath, there's water, and you'll see the water, and then there is this one's going to have the gelatin as well. So this will be a beef one as well. Okay. Now, you keep just doing it over and over again. Like tomorrow or the next day, I will do what I did to this one. And then this one, I'll check to see if it's really, really clean. Then there's not a bunch of stuff at the bottom, and it's clear. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it in something for my daughter for the next time I see her. Okay, and that's basically it. You let it cool, which these have been cooling. And when they're cool enough to go in the refrigerator, because I don't like to put hot stuff into the refrigerator because it kind of makes the refrigerator heat up and that in there. But I'll put a plate on here. It'll go in the refrigerator. And then when I'm ready to do the next thing, and that's it. It's this. You keep doing this process over and over again till when you pull it out, it's as white on the bottom as it is on the top, and it's ready to go. And I can't tell you what my daughter does with it. Some people will probably cook with it. I mean, because you hear about people making tallow French fries and putting tallow in burgers and that. Cooking, so you could probably use it for that. My daughter is using it for creams and stuff. So not that I'm going to use any of that, mind you, because I don't do that. Anyway, I hope you learned something and have a great day.